Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Willie and I am one of the head reporters of the weekly Weedle. That's right you guys, now go ahead, make your jokes, I'll give you a second. I'm here to gladly announce the return of the weekly Weedle. That's right you guys, it's back. If you guys know, recently PokeMC has made a mega thread of what you guys wanted to do, give suggestions, and one of the suggestions that was seen a lot was why the weekly Weedle isn't around and weekly Weedle should return. That being said, your voices were heard and I am gladly announcing that the weekly Weedle is back. So yes you guys, we are back and live. For those of you who don't know what the weekly Weedle is, the weekly Weedle is PokeMC's PokeMC server's own newsstand that comes with a interview of the staff or current player base, a Pokemon guide that has a basically we give you a Pokemon set and how to run that Pokemon competitively, and of course latest news on the server that should be important to you that you guys have to know about. Now before we get to the couple of topics that I wanted to talk to you today about the return of the weekly Weedle, on behalf of the weekly Weedle staff, I want to apologize for the sudden delay or the sudden stop on the weekly Weedle. As you guys know, the weekly Weedle staff members, we do this voluntarily, so when something comes up we will support our members' decisions and we don't say no. So of course recently, if you guys have been here for a while, we stopped because we were low on staff and we didn't want to force content on you guys, so we didn't have enough content to just keep bringing it, and with the couple of dilemmas that happened in real life, we decided to stop the weekly Weedle for the moment until things get back together and we can pick up with staff and where we left off. So again, we are so sorry and we are back you guys, so it's just so exciting that this is happening. First off you guys, to start off the return of the weekly Weedle, like I said earlier, we got some new staff members that we have to welcome you guys. Our three newest reporters, Michael Murch, Willow Song, and co-creative survivor. If I said your names wrong, you guys know I always butcher names, so I am so sorry. So they will be doing live interviews and in-game interviews with you guys and staff, so make sure if they you see them around, congratulate them. You'll probably be interviewing you and you'll be on the weekly Weedle. And finally, I cannot forget one of our also newest members, Camo Ammo, who will be your battle guide on competitive Pokemon, bringing you the utmost best sets that you could bring to a tournament near you, or just add a great new member to your team with great strategies on Pokemon. So like I said you guys, if you see our new members around, make sure you go and you welcome them and congratulate them on their new roles here in the weekly Weedle. To my newest members, I also welcome you, and hopefully we get to have this team rolling for some exciting interviews and exciting stuff to bring to you guys. Speaking of one of our newest members of the family, Willow Song has actually prepared a poem, Pokemon poem for you guys. I'm gonna read it off, so if I don't look at the screen, I'm sorry. I'm not good at remembering. Also, Willow, if I butcher your poem, I'm sorry. I am not good at poems. Even when at elementary school we had to learn about all these poems, I wasn't good. So guys, don't hate me, don't hate Willow. She did a great job. And always let her know what you think. But yeah you guys, let me get to the start. Okay, so this one is a poem about Eevee. So sit back, relax, and here we go. So it starts as I travel through the forest, the dew at my paws, I come up to a clear pond. In it I stare at myself. My brown fur glistens in the sunlight. Gently swaying in the breeze, who knows who I'll be one day, who I'll become. I might still be fluffy, but with a passion that burns bright. I might be a crisp and chill, or eccentrically electrifying. But I know who I am right now. I know my inner strengths, but who will bring out the best of me? However, I'm happy to be who I am. I may just be simple, normal, but that's okay. For I am content to simply be me and Evie. So there you go, you guys. Like I said, sorry if I butchered that, Willow. I am not the best at poems. The poem, I'm gonna see if we can hit the poem on the Weekly Weedle forums for you guys. So if you guys want to actually read it in entirety, I'm also leaving the description so you guys can read it. Awesome poem. Got some really good feelings in there, you guys. So yeah, you guys, a quick poem from Willow, our newest reporter. Thank you, Willow. For some server news, you guys, those who haven't checked your claim recently, any claims that have the claim greeting /claim greeting /claim Pharrell and /claim name, they have been a major claiming issue where you have lost your claim. Even if your claim doesn't fit the requirements of you haven't used any of those commands, make sure you just go on and check your claims by going to /home and just checking with a stick, or even just trying to actually, yeah, check it with the stick. I don't know what I'm thinking, you guys. And make sure your claim wasn't deleted, and if it was, claim it right away, so you don't lose anything valuable. And for those pesky Diglets out there, just make sure, or just be known, that any griefing or stealing is on these unclaimed areas is still a bad thing. It is a bannable offense, and if staff catches you, or staff is being called for a stealing or griefing problem, and your name comes up, you will be banned. So please just don't be a Diglet. Use common sense, and like I said, make sure you go to your homes. Make sure your homes have been claimed through this recent bug. Admins have been aware, and we hopefully fix the problem. But like I said, go to your claims. Make sure your houses and any of your claims have been claimed. And if you don't know how to claim, you just need a golden shovel and go from one corner of where you want to start your claim and to the other corner, and bam, you are set. So yeah, you guys, big news. And as always, make sure if you have any problems with getting your claims, hit staff as soon as possible. Any mod will be gladly able to help you. Now, before we get to the special interview that we have recorded here for you guys today, big update with the Weekly Weedle. Weekly Weedle will be handed out every weekend, Saturday, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't know what time that is for you, I don't know at the top of my head, but you could Google it and it will show you time differences, which will be handed out through the Weekly Weedle shop right after the Legendary Hunt. So yeah, you guys, make sure if you want your copy or your own issue of the Weekly Weedle that weekend, be early, because it does go out pretty quickly. And nonetheless, don't worry if you don't get a copy. The forum post will always be uploaded shortly after on the forums at pokemc.com. Later on the video, you guys will see how to reach the forum post and just see the live interviews that you're gonna see, like the one today, and just make sure that, like I said, be there early, because they go out quickly. It's just a collectibles. You guys know, the people that do collect Weekly Weedles know that they go pretty good on price ranges if you have like the original one. So like I said, be there early, and if you don't get it, it's okay. We got you covered. We will have the entire Weekly Weedle posted on the forums for that week. Also, you guys, if you enjoyed these live video interviews in game, like we have the one we have today, we're gonna try to do them weekly. We will have the interviews on the forums weekly, but as for live interviews, we will try to get it with you. If you guys really love these live interviews, let us know, and we're gonna try to post as much as we can. You guys know some of you don't like to have your voices heard, and that's fine. But yeah, we would love to do these as often as we can. But yeah, you guys, make sure that you let your voices know if you like it. We will do it more often. Yeah, you guys, so make sure you get the latest issue. Will be coming out this weekend, or if not the next weekend. That's the return of the weekly Weedle, with some special stuff in there from our headmaster, Lord Moreron. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna stop talking and let you guys get to the actual live interview that our newest members, Will Song and Michael Merch, has for you guys with, like I said, no other than the head honcho himself, Lord Mararon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for actually coming back for the weekly Weedle. The weekly Weedle staff is really appreciated of that, and all I have left to say is enjoy.
So hello, Poke MC. Today, for the weekly Weedle interview, we are here with Lord Miraron, who is admin of Poke MC. So go ahead and introduce yourself and say hi.
Hey everyone, I'm Lord. You probably know me one way or the other. And yeah.
Alrighty, Lord. So tell us, what got you hooked onto Pokemon?
Like on Pokemon itself, or Pokemon and Poke MC?
Pokemon itself.
Let me think. It all started with the original blue version back in 19 something. Like when I got my first Game Boy Color, I got the blue version of Pokemon with it, and I was just a young kid doing stuff and having no idea what I'm doing, but well, I was enjoying it. So at some point I asked my parents for the gold version. At some point I asked my parents for the ruby version. Yeah, and so on. Kind of stuck with it for most of the gens except black, white, and the pearl gen. So yeah.
Nice. Now, what got you hooked onto Poke MC though?
A friend of mine introduced me to the server about a month after it opened, so I think it was November 2013, something like that. And yeah, I played it. I started playing, and I kind of enjoyed it, though. I felt that the staff was a little bit lacking at the time, so yeah, at some point I just tried my luck with it.
And?
Well, today I'm the admin of the server, so it was a lucky pick.
Nice. Well, it looked like stepping up at the right time really helped you.
Well, yeah, I guess.
But even so, even more than just, it helping you, it definitely helped the server a lot. So anyways, because this is about you and not me busting paper, what type of music do you like?
I'm mostly into the metal direction of music. So pretty much everything hard and heavy, but not like into the extreme, like death metal or such.
Any favorite bands?
For the most time, I was into stuff like Nightwish, Sonata Arctica, stuff like that. Right now, I'm listening a lot to Cell Dweller and Blue Stali.
Nice. Now, what type of hobbies do you like to do in your free time when you're not an admin on PokeMC?
When I'm not being the admin on PokeMC, I'm trolling and making fun of people a lot because I just enjoy doing that, and I enjoy making other people laugh, and yeah, that kind of makes me happy. When I'm not on PokeMC in general, I'm mostly into all sorts of RPGs, let it be video games or pen and paper RPG or live action role play. Yeah. That's pretty much my main hobbies.
Can you list some of your favorites, like some of your favorite pen and papers or your favorite video game RPGs?
I don't really have a favorite pen and paper setting because the two main ones I'm playing being the German version of D&D and Shadowrun, and they're both completely different settings, and I just love both of them. As for my favorite video game, that's a difficult choice. I think what really got me hooked with video games was Final Fantasy X. Because I got my PlayStation 2 with that, and I just fell in love with it. And even today, occasionally, I'm sometimes playing with the thought of just playing it through a third time or fourth time. I don't know how often I've played it.
Wow. That is definitely love for a video game. Now tell me, in 10 years from now, what type of goals do you have? Where do you see yourself in life? Or what do you hope to achieve 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I'm usually rather spontaneous, so I don't really know. Of course, I hope that PokeMC will still be there in 10 years. But for me personally, I mainly hope that I'll be around the same place as I am now.
So, like, no travels? Like, you like where you're at?
Yeah. I like, for one part, I like where I'm at. I also like the people I work with, so I'd be happy if it stays like that way.
Well, it's wonderful that you have such a nice community. Because community is always such, like, an important factor where you live. Alrighty.
We wouldn't be, we would be nothing without the community as for the server, and it's similar in life as well. If you can't stand the people around you, then, yeah, you'll struggle through every day.
Yeah, that's when it makes life such a burden. But now on a more happy and positive note, what about your favorite type of movie, or at least genre of movies?
I like generally action comedies. So, like movies like Johnny English and stuff like that. Movies that have a certain amount of action but don't take themselves too seriously and don't try to be badass over everything.
So what do you mean by that exactly?
There's this, for example, the James Bond movies. They're really cool action movies, but sometimes I find them to be too serious. I'm just generally a person that enjoys laughing a lot. So I like movies more where I can just have a little laugh in between. For example, Deadpool was a great movie in that regard.
I guess the Batman movies aren't your type of thing because they're so serious.
Not exactly, no. I do enjoy them, but I don't count them to my favorites.
That's alright. Now, I know you have a certain army of a particular animal. Would you say those are your favorite animals?
They definitely count as my favorite animals.
Oh, so go ahead and tell our audience, please. What are your favorite animals?
like my absolutely favorite animals are the penguins. On the second, like actually, the penguins share the first place with the platypus, and on the second place there's the owl. Those are my absolutely favorite animals.
Are they just your favorite because you really like birds, or would you mind sharing why they're your favorite?
Penguins are just plain adorable. When they're just waddling over the ice, occasionally slipping and falling to the ground. It's just, it melts my heart. And the platypus is just, the platypus just makes no sense at all. All animals follow the rules that they're either, what's the word? Like they either lay eggs or they are mammals. That's the word, I think. But the platypus just does both. And I just love that.
That's adorable. Alrighty. And so how about this now? If there is one thing you could do or have in life, and you can let your imagination soar with this one, what would that be?
Something I could have.
Or do?
I think I'd go with the common fantasy magic powers. Because I've always kind of had the little boy's dream of shooting a fireball from my hand and stuff like that.
So you'd prefer to have control over fire?
Not over fire in general. Like, it doesn't have to be one element in general, but more like the overall elemental stuff.
So pretty much almost anything?
Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty. And then so, I know you kind of shared some of them with our previous questions, but what type of topics like overall interest you? Like, for example, like what you studied in school, or like, if someone were to start talking about a specific topic, what would make you want to join into that conversation?
Well, of course, all sorts of role-playing would be something I can talk hours about. But generally, engineering is something that I enjoy as well.
A specific kind of engineering?
Electrical engineering, mostly.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sadly I don't know too much on that topic, so I can't ask you much there. Alrighty, so final question that I have currently, and this is optional. What type of Myers-Briggs personality are you?
I have no idea. I never tested that.
That's quite alright. Now, Michael, do you have any questions?
I do. In fact, it's more about the server. It's in the sense of what can we expect to see coming out of the server that the general public either already knows or can be shared in this, or like what's coming up, like major events that people can look forward to.
Something like, of course, I announced 2 tournaments just the other day. The Double Battle Team Tournament that's coming up in 2 weeks, I think, and the April's Fool's Tournament, which is obviously coming up on 1st of April. Noted to be about the April's Fool's Tournament, as some people seem to have been confused about that. It's not a joke. It will actually take place. So you can sign up just like you would for any other tournament. It will happen.
It's just happening on April 1st.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And what I'm also looking forward to is the Pixelmon server tournament, where a number of servers are competing against each other to see which one has the most skilled like competitors.
Like the championship tournament.
No, like there's a tournament between between servers.
Oh, really? Can you tell us more about that? Like, how
I don't
it's-
know. I don't know too many details as I'm not the one coordinating the whole stuff. But from what I've heard, it's 5 players from, and I don't know how many servers. I think it's been 6. And yeah, in a tournament, they compete against each other, as I said, to see which server holds the strongest and the most skilled Pokemon battlers.
Do you think? Are you confident in our top teams or top players that we can beat the other servers?
I don't know the other servers. I don't know the community or the battlers of the other servers, but I do think that we have a good chance.
Coolios.
I'm confident in our community.
Nice. Okay. My other question is, how often, or not often, how are there any mini games that we can expect being seen work on or being released soon?
What we're always trying to do is, or something that we're working on is,
So, can we see any events or new types of economy stuff coming into play?
what we're currently trying to do is get the mess that the economy is at the moment under control. And for that, we're on a longer goal is to bring back some of the gems that we had on the old server. Like some of the older plugins, but it's work in progress, and I won't share any details to get
That's
hopes
fine.
up in case of unforeseen stuff that leads to the plans needing to be dropped. But
Right.
there
Right.
will be things where people can invest their hard-earned money for.
Awesome. Well, I have no further questions. Willa, do you have any more after that?
No, but I would like to say if any of the competitions sound interesting to you, you should totally apply. If you are on a team, then you can go ahead and talk to your team leader about if you wish to participate in those sort of competitions. If you are not currently on a team, you can always apply to a team at the
Join Team
PokeMC forum. No, join Team Skull.
Join the Pokemon Rangers. We're currently
They
trying
don't
to
even
form.
exist yet.
But anyways, so there are plenty of teams you can join. Pretty much the core Pokemon games all have their own team already, and I mean Michael is starting up his own team, so you can contact him about that if you would like to join a new starting team and help be a founder, one of those. If you want to participate on the server competition, like the April Fool's one, all you gotta do is sign up on the forums there. Or if you would like to possibly participate in the server-wide Pixelmon competition, then go ahead and join in on the topic at the PokeMC Discord, where you can go ahead and talk to a lot of people who are trying to coordinate it, and maybe you can be 1 to 5 participants to represent PokeMC.
And with that, this is Willow and myself, Michael, reporting. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Bye!
What?
Bye.